YouTubers. Now, I know you came here to learn some magic. Well, maybe that kind of magic. But let's do a little background first. You gotta know what you're doing before you can go in and learn all these do-it-yourself magic tricks. First, you need to know a little bit of sleight of hand, and you can watch some other videos down below to teach you some different sleight of hand tricks, such as a false shuffle, forcing a card, maybe some palming some coins, or palming different things. So, if you do that, and if you're already caught up, let's begin. Welcome to our first episode of Do-It-Yourself Magic. Alright, we're going to be doing some cool things. Instead of spending $30, $40 on magic tricks, why not make it yourself and make it just as powerful and just as easy? So, let's get into it. Let's do the rising card routine. Watch. So the card does come up from the middle. I know it's hard to see in the video based on positioning. I'm using a Mac, not a camcorder. So it does actually rise from the middle. I'm trying to get that, so don't think that it's coming from the back of the deck, but it does come from the middle. The trick is all in the deck. So, the beauty about this trick is that you can show both sides of your deck. In fact, if you have a mat, I know you can't see it down. In fact, I can bend it down and show you, but you can spread them out just like this, and you can also spread them out like this. Completely clean. So, first things first, you need to get yourself a deck of cards. I recommend a bicycle deck. That is traditionally what magicians use, and it's just easier to work with, and it's visually better for the audience members. So once you get that, you're ready to go. In fact, this is not even a full deck of cards. I did it with not as many just because it's easier to make, but you can do it with a full deck. I'd say this is about 3/4 of the deck. So if you just saw there, you might have saw the secret. Here it is. If I can get to it, you take the top card off and you see that there's holes in the middle of the deck. Very sneaky. Easy to do. You need an X-Acto knife. Be careful, do not cut your fingers off. You're going to take that X-Acto knife, and I will demonstrate with a pen what you're going to do with a card. You don't want to cut the whole entire card. If you do that, it will screw you up, and you cannot show your cards how you want. So, what you're going to do is do the top or bottom, depending on how you're holding the card, square right here in the middle. I'm going to show a face card so you can better see how it should be prepared. And they should all be roughly the same, roughly similar, so you can see that they add up. See, and if you turn the deck around, you'll see that they don't add up. We'll get to that later. But for now, get your card. This can be your first card, and you're just going to kind of cut in between. That way it gives you 2 of the sides so you can fan out your cards, and you can also spread them on a table if you're using a table or a magician's mat. And it also gives you the top and bottom to show that it is a normal deck of cards. However, it is not. And you as a magician know this, but they don't. So, once you have that covered, you are in this position here. Make sure that the box you cut out is on the bottom. That gives you leverage for your finger to go. And all I do is very simple. I take one card. Let me back up. Don't do all the cards. Only do, let's see, I did about this many out of this many. So don't do the whole deck. If you do that, it's going to screw you all up. You don't need that many. You just need enough to make it look like it's coming out of the middle of the deck. So I'd say, I don't know, about 20 cards, 25 cards if you're doing a whole deck. It doesn't really matter. Just don't do the whole deck. So take a normal card, and you're going to put it on the bottom. Boom. It hides the gimmick. It hides everything for you. You can fan out because of the way you cut it. It's invisible. Nobody's ever going to see it, I promise, unless you do that. Ooh, see, I didn't get fur enough. There they are right there. So, anyway, sorry. You can show all day long just to make sure you don't go too far, because then you'll show that there's holes in the card. So, you might be asking yourself, how in the world do I maneuver this card away so I can get my finger in the middle? So, we're about to get into that real soon, like now. So let's do it. You're going to have the spectator pick a card. The beauty about this is, let me stand so I can show you, is that you have plenty of cards here to swift. A magician taught me one time, if you're trying to just let the spectator pick the top card, 9 times out of 10, they're going to pick one of the top ones if you get slow enough. Just say, pick a card, boom, and they'll usually pick around there. It doesn't truly matter there. It doesn't matter. Now, if they take a long time, but I've learned an easy way to get out of that is just say, hey, pick a card. If they're taking too long, just be like, sometime today. And if they're being an audience member who's not being cooperative, just move on to somebody else. Nobody's going to notice. But, like I said, 9 times out of 10, mostly 10 times out of 10, that never happens. Especially if it's someone you don't know, then they'll usually pick a card rather quick. So, you'll have them pick a card. Let's say it's this one. Perfect. You will show them, and you will hand them the card. During that process, you'll just do a quick move just like that, and you are fine. And now that opens up that and gets you ready for the trick. So, let's go into what exactly that is. So, let's see here. You have this, and you have the spectator card. Boom, they pick one, you give it to them. You're in this position here. I will show you what it looks like from the hidden side. You're going to turn away from the spectator when you do the move, so that's what it will look like to the spectator. But you as a magician, I will show you this way, and there's different ways to get into this. If you have your own method, do that method, because it probably works best for you, but this works best for me. So, you're going to turn away, but I'm opening up to you so I can show you, and you're going to take your handy-dandy thumb, and you're going to come down just like that, just one card to reveal the bottom. You're going to place all of them down, except for just a few, and then you place those back on top. So it looks like a shuffle, and technically it is kind of a shuffle, but you're not really shuffling the card. You're just shuffling the cards. You're just moving one card out of the way. So, one more time. Card on bottom, that's part of your setup. Here, spectator, usually you turn this way to hide the move, but I'm going to turn this way to show you how it's done. You're going to take it, you're going to go down, over, with a few left, put it back on top so it just looks like an overhand shuffle, and then you're ready to do the trick. Make sure you hide that. That gives you visibility here, so you can show the cards one more time if you'd like, but not necessary. But it does give you that. Make sure your hand's covering that hole. Okay, so let's get into it when they give you the card back. They're going to give you the card back. You may ask yourself, how do I get the card in position? Well, good question. There's several ways to do that. My favorite way, the easiest way to do it, and the video is a little slow because I was trying to demonstrate that it truly was going in the middle of the deck, but it can be done quickly and easily, and here's how I'll do it. If you find a different method, do that. That's the beauty of magic. There's 100 different ways to do the same trick, so do that method if you choose, or do this one because it's simple. You're going to take your finger, and you're going to put it right here in the center of the deck, and you're going to push up just slightly, so it gives you that little hole, and that is where your card needs to be. So, for a spectator, it looks like this, okay? It looks like you're just putting it into the middle of the deck. But From behind, it looks like this. Just give you just enough to slide the card in. So it'll be just like this, and you just slide the card right in, and that gives you the position it needs to be, which is right there. So that's the card you need. One more time. Let's see. It is the 8 of clubs. You're going to take it. You're going to push your finger up just a little bit and squeeze the side so it doesn't plop all the way up. So just squeeze the sides. Get you a nice little opening up. Slide the card in there. Boom. Now, here you go. I did a false shuffle. Like I said, if you don't know what false shuffles are, click the links below to follow, and I will give you a full instructional video on how to do false shuffles. There's hundreds of different ways you can do it. For me, I just chose a very simple one. I'll show you here, just like that, okay? So, again, if you don't know false shuffles, go view those videos, and it can get you to where you need to be. So, here we go. This is what you need to do. Once in this position, you never want to show that unless you want to show it here, like I said, but again, not necessary. You're going to turn it around just like this so the audience can't see it. They're not going to think anything of it, but I will turn this way to show you. And all I am doing is pushing up with my finger, which then makes the card rise. Easy as that. That's the trick. You know how to do it. Have fun with it. But again, I'll show you how it looks up front. Like this. Oh, whoa, there's the card. Hold on. Drop the card. Let's see, I'll show you how it looks from back behind one more time. You're just going to use your finger, and it just kind of slowly comes up just like that. Dang it. Got the card again. So, there's several different ways you can see in the video. I like to do a fun like this where you just kind of blow the card out. There's endless possibilities with this, so do what you want. It's the rising card, and you made it. You don't have to spend $30, $40. Boom, easy as that. It is one of those tricks where you can't hand out the deck of cards at the end. Sorry, there's a lot of magic tricks out there. But the beauty of this, if you want to end clean, one, you can put your hand over the hole. See, there's the hole right there. You can put your hand over it and spread, and it looks like you're ending clean, completely clean. Or all I do is that same thumb thing. I just put it, sorry, I should probably show you what I'm doing. I just put it, instead of doing this way, I do this way, and I just put a card in front of it just like that. There you go. Easy as that. And you're set up, you're ending clean. So that's all it is to it. The rising card is very simple to do. I'll show you a card one more time again. That's all it is. And make sure that you have several cards like that. Okay, go through about 20 to 25 cards, depending on what you want. And make sure they're all facing the same way. Don't, because it's not in the center, don't do stuff like that, because then that makes it harder to slide up the card and you can get yourself in trouble. So make sure they're all lined up before the trick starts. I should do that first. Bada bing, bada boom. You take these cards, you put them on, just like that, and you put a card in front. And guess what? You're set up to do the rising card routine. Have fun with it. Do whatever you want with it. Expand on it. And if you have any cool ideas with it, please list it in the comments below. Post a link to a video that you have done something cool with it down below. I would love to watch it. And please give feedback if you like the trick. We're going to be coming out with all cool tricks. We have stage tricks that you can do at home or make at home. This is just an easy beginner trick for those of you who like to get your feet wet with some magic. So, comment below, like below, subscribe to our channel if you want weekly updates on magic tricks and reviews on tricks. We'll get that all to you. But come back again next time and we'll do some cool stuff with magic too that you can do at home and you can make it yourself at home so you don't have to spend a lot of money on expensive magic tricks and still do the same effects. So, we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.